Hey guys, this is my Savage X. Just some things I did to it for riding in the winter that I wanted to show you. You guys could try out for anyone else who likes to ride in the winter but knows of the problems that you come up with. First of all, traction. Where I'm from in the Yukon here, we get a lot of snow. And with these tires, the way I got it set up here, I can ride into about 4 inches of snow without getting stuck and go anywhere. You see, I got sand tires on the front. Works like a paddle track on a snow machine. Then you see this rivet here. Well, it works good in the snow, but not on hard pack. The tires just don't grip hard pack. So I put this rivet in there. When the paddle gets peeled back, the rivet gets exposed and creates traction like a stud on a tire. I only put one in just to see if it would work and just to make sure it wouldn't rip the tire. And as you can see, it works pretty good, no rips. So I'm going to be putting more in, one on either side. And then on the side here, you see I got a chain, which I cut through the paddle, wrapped the chain around, and re-riveted it so that I could have better steering, because paddle tires also don't steer very well on the snow, they just slide. I'm going to be putting another one on this side just for added traction. Then on the back, I made a set of chains. I have them on a set of regular street tires. And once again, I put rivets on. This is to help from it skidding out because it didn't have much traction from side to side. Wicked traction for going forward, but the ass end would slide out as soon as you started turning. It would just start spinning donuts. And then you see I got this chain going down the middle. It's a guide chain, so that you can see the chain when the tire's turning at high speeds. If it's running on either side, then you know that the chain has twisted, and you don't want it to twist, because if it twists, it'll start hitting all of this stuff in here and it'll wreck it. As for added structure, I put this wire around, and it helps to keep the chain running true as well. You don't have to stop and adjust them all the time. And then I have the axial 0.32 motor. Lots of power. And you see I got this little jobby on here. Well, especially with those tires, you get a lot of snow that gets thrown up and it gets really misty. And it ends up covering the whole outer air filter. It coats it so much that it starts choking out the motor, and then you got to change it out. And without this, you have to change it constantly. So if you're going to be planning on bringing a couple tanks in winter, either have one of these or a whole bunch of the outer air filters. I prefer this. You can see I have it perforated for extra airflow, which I found out you don't even need now. That's my Savage XL. I just have the Savage X hood on it. And I have an air filter on it as well. And I didn't perforate it, and it works just fine. It doesn't choke the motor out. And some of you out there may have noticed that I have 3 lines running. I have my fuel line, my fuel pressure line, and then this one. This is something else I did for the winter. I drilled a hole in the exhaust, put one of these little fuel nipples in, attached a hose to it, and then I have it running into the carb. And as you can see, I got this little tiny piece of plastic. Well, it's stabbed right into here, and now fuel that is not burnt off and warm exhaust is coming back into the carburetor, and it seems to run really good in the winter. I think it even might give it a little bit more power. I don't know. I had to mess with my my carb a little bit just to get it reset up properly for it a little bit, but there wasn't much changes at all. Try it out for yourself. See what you think. Well, that's my truck. My trucks. And I'll show you what this runs like in the snow. Peace!